Good afternoon. I hope you guys are having a great day. I am down here in my greenhouse, as y'all can see. I've waited too long to come down here today, honestly. It is just a beautiful day out. God has blessed us with some beautiful skies and awesome temperatures. It feels so good outside, and I've been sitting in the house, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've kind of been moping a little bit in the last several days with my ear. It's got me pretty down at times. It fluctuates throughout the day. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be strong, and then the next hour I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna be strong. So I'm trying. I gotta have a little bit more faith, and I gotta listen to the doctor. I'm gonna let this medicine work. I took the steroid this morning. It's the first time I've ever been on steroids that I can recall, anyways. Maybe I was as a kid, but so I got a high dose steroid that I'm taking for I think 10 days. I took it at 8:30 this morning. They told me not to take it last night just in case it were to like mess with me, like trying to sleep and stuff. I don't know that I've noticed any symptoms yet from it or side effects, so hopefully I won't. I'm trying to cling on that hope of the 70% chance that this could reverse itself. And that's due to the fact that I had started the steroids early. I read some literature this morning that said that, you know, the quicker you can start a steroid to this type of condition, it could possibly be reversible, up to 70% chance to regain your hearing back, or some of it. They say if you fall out of that window of definitely anything beyond 30 days, you're more than likely not going to get your hearing back. But since it was last week, it's been 7 days today, and I started the medicine this morning. So he was pretty hopeful. I haven't noticed anything yet with my hearing. It's called sudden hearing loss or sudden sensory neural hearing loss or something like that. I'll try to get it in the link of exactly what it's called. I think it's what he told me. But like I said, he said this was a very rare type of hearing loss because the way it happened in the low tones of my hearing, it's normally in the high tones. And he said that, you know, boils down to just maybe about 3 things, which they're narrowing it down to try to fix it. So I'm going to keep you guys updated in my journey with this. I don't know, somebody out there that you know, or you may be struggling with this, I might be able to help you, and you might be able to help me. Feel free to reach out in the comments. I would love to hear any advice, and I hope that, you know, maybe you could uplift me and I could uplift you. You know, I know this is a scary thing to have happen to you, especially so suddenly. And in my ear, I feel like it's in like it's in overdrive because it's trying to combat that new hearing loss and trying to deal with it. So it's giving me a lot of ringing. And voices sound robotic. It's really hard to like listen to people talk or listen to the TV. And I'm trying to edit my videos. I may not have as much music in the background or something, but I'm trying to do the best I can. I'm coping with it. My mom, she's like, you know, I love to see your videos. And I was like, I'm just going to quit doing them. As I told my husband, I told him, I said, I think I'm just going to quit doing them for a while. And then I got thinking as I was sitting inside today, well, I could do a few little clips because it brings joy to me. And it brings joy to me when I hear other people getting joy from it. Even if it's just a few people, it just lightens my day. And I like to share my experiences and what God's given me and blessed me with, and how I could affect someone else's life through him. I want to do that if I can. So I'll just continue to do the best I can do with what I have, what I'm given. You know, it's what I always say, we're not given another day. We're not promised another day, none of us. Not the healthiest person here on earth versus the youngest, the oldest. You know, our days are numbered no matter what. So I've got to cling on to that faith, knowing God has a purpose for my life no matter what, and I want to do his will and try to do it with joy. He promised he'd never give us more than we can handle. So I've got to cling to that. I got to focus on that. And I have good people around me, family members, friends, and people who try to help me and uplift me. And I'm so grateful for that. And if I could do that for somebody else, that'd be a blessing too. I know the Lord would want me to do that. So that's where I'm at today. That was upon my heart. I wanted to share that. And I'll show you guys real quick how my seedlings are doing. I think they're doing pretty good. This is my dahlias. This is my celery. My husband might get one, and it may die off. I don't know. I'm not real sure. This one came up the other day. It still looks about the same, so I don't know if these little guys don't like the heat. And I'm wondering if I take them out where it's a little bit cooler, if they'd be a little bit happier. I may try that. These are my little beef steaks, my Amish paste. Here again, my flowers. If you've got stuff in a greenhouse, it's good to like run your hands over it to harden them up a little bit, because they don't get that natural wind unless you've got a fan blowing on them. So this just strengthens them. So I try to go through the day and give them a little bit of a swift jolt, keeping them real wet, because my greenhouse can get pretty warm and sunny right through here, so I don't want anything to dry out or melt. Don't look like anything's melting. These are all good and wet. That is another beef steak. Oh, and I want to show you guys over here on my little seed rack. Look at these. These are my dense planting, and they're just sprouting up like crazy. I mean, as you can see, look how many tomatoes in one of these. Now, I don't know if I'll have success or not. I saw a guy do it, but I like to try new things. I had all these extra seeds anyways from seed saving, so it's not like I wasted anything. So I'm going to try to separate these at some point. I've got to go get a whole bunch of cups. I think I'm going to put them in like some solo cups or go to the dollar store and see what I can find. And I'll have a seed separating day, but I'm going to pick up some soil because I don't have enough to do that many. But we'll get that straightened out. Still no luck on my bell pepper. I don't know. I watered it some more this morning, so yeah. And then I have coreopsis up here, and haven't seen it sprout yet, but like I said, I just put it up there, and it said you can grow it indoors like this and give it a head start and then plant it out here. And there's one more thing that I think I'm going to get to this week. I have coneflowers that I grow in the front, and another little whiskey barrel I have. It's come up for years. They get more and more and more every year. Actually, you can split them and, you know, take them somewhere else and plant them, which I may do that. I may try several different things and see what works good. I'm going to take the seeds off of them sometime this week and try to plant some in here. And then when it gets warm enough, right at the last frost, you can sow some directly out here in the ground. And I'm going to do that in one of my beds. And then I'll also jump start some with like in here, and I'll transplant them out there. But there's kind of conflicting information that I've read that sometimes it takes 2 to 3 years to bloom, but other people are saying no, the first year they'll bloom. So we'll see. We'll try it. I'll try them as an experiment, and I'll let you guys know. And look at this beauty here that my husband got me for Valentine's Day. Had another little bloom. Might be my last one, I think. But that's okay, because it'll grow pretty foliage over the summer and bloom again next year. It says you can force bloom them in December, but I don't know that I'll force bloom it. We'll see. All right. Here's my cute fish. Doing pretty spectacular. My little koi are hiding. They'll hide under those little plant stands in there, but when I throw food out, they come out. Well, let's check on these babies. A little snail in the back. These little guys they're wanting some supper. Who doesn't, right? What do y'all want? I think I'm having chicken. Little cuties. They've made me smile today. And my mom talked to me a long time on the phone today. We talked for like a couple hours almost. So she made me feel better too. So anyways. All right, I'm going to sit down here for a bit, piddle, and I'll touch base with you guys maybe tomorrow. Hi, guys. I'm headed back to my greenhouse. I've had dinner, but I wanted to come down here and feed my fish before I turn in for the night, and I thought I'd share it with you guys because the pond has a different look at night. I have these lights in here, and it's really cool, pretty relaxing to come down here and feed the goldfish. Look at them. I love these pond lights. I'll show you guys how they work. Orange, green. Me and Seth kind of like that one. It's kind of a versus the white. I'm probably freaking my fish out. Like, lady, what are you doing? Please quit. Purple. All right, I'll turn it back to white, and then we'll feed the fish. But it does like dimming, and then it's got like a moon setting where it's not as bright, and a timer so I can set it and then leave and let it be on for a little while. But I usually turn it off and give them the natural light so they can go to bed and sleep. Koi's food is a little bit bigger. There's my butterfly koi. I don't know if it's male or female. It's the most spastic fish in the pond. And it's very beautiful though. It's all white. My husband brought it home for me one day. And I love it. It's a calico goldfish. I have a little aranda, which I totally love. I don't know where it's at. I saw it a minute ago, so I know it's in here somewhere. Goodness. Blowing bubbles. Oh, there's the aranda. Right there. So very cool. Our plants are growing really good in here. I had to even divide that one and put some of it over here and that one because this one grows so quickly. Kind of one of my favorite plants in the pond. Other than these beauties right here. But these are not fully aquatic, so they just kind of stay right to the surface right there. Really cool. I could sit down here for a while. The ones are still up there. They're gonna stay up there as long as they see me. And the lid's still open. They're pretty smart little critters.